now, because I think since both of you have made points in relation, Ratan Shah, just coming to you, you can respond in fact to what Harish Mohammed Ibrahim says. Harish Mohammed Ibrahim, the question is this. The question is that, there are these certain incriminating materials that have been found. Both our panelists, both are very well versed with our national security and issues pertaining to it, have been very close observers of it for decades. And if they are making a point that Tamil Nadu, a state which has seen terrorism so closely, which has seen, action against LTTE, why is it that such groups are finding ground there? Is it because of the kind of statements or the kind of approach towards Sanatan Dharma, towards Hindutva, mixing up of issues as they are alleging, that is leading to this kind of situation?
First of all, as a state which abides by the constitution, it doesn't work on any kind of holy books, whether it is Sanatana Dharma, whether it is holy book of the Quran, or whether it is Bible. It is a state, Tamil Nadu is a state which runs by its constitution as a law-abiding state, as a law-abiding chief minister. We have a potential amiable constituency which has to break each and everyone who is acting against the sovereignty of India, and we hold near to our chest. And even when it comes to LTTE or whatever the thing which has been broken now, the Tamil Nadu police have been taken down the culprits to the books, and they have forwarded it to NIA for the further investigation. So we have to make sure that police investigating of Tamil Nadu state government is being to the notch, and it has been handed over to the NIA for the further probing. So we have to make sure that this is a state which constitutionally abided, which is being taken down with all the secular fabric of this constitution should be made as a holy thing for our Indian government, which is what the state government is
may
believing.
I ask you a question? May I ask you one simple question? I'm reading from what the NIA has put out. You can respond to this. They have said that this individual, Hamid Hussain, who's a key conspirator, collaborated with 5 others to hold secret meetings promoting the anti-India ideology of this group. And they've also said that the groups, along with several other groups of people, carried out campaigns throughout Tamil Nadu to establish a Khilafah or the Islamic rule in India, and had been involved in activities aimed at dividing the people and disrupting sovereignty and territorial integrity of the country. The question then arises, and of course our agencies have perhaps been able to prevent them from, actioning any of this intention. But this does raise serious concerns about how these individuals were able to do all of this for such a long period of time.
I reiterate again, because as a law-abiding state which holds their constitution book as the only holy book, which will always act upon whether any miscreants who was happen to be in any kind of religious angle, who is acting against the sovereignty, who is acting against the social fabric of this great country, they will be brought to the books. And there is no doubt about it. And even the state government of Tamil Nadu has done it, which made sure the police department have made sure the preliminary inquiry has been done and dusted, and it has been forwarded to the NIA for the further, because to certain level of extent,
there's been no delay on part of the Tamil Nadu government, Ratan Sharda. The rule of law, the constitution, all of that is being upheld by the Tamil Nadu government and Tamil Nadu police. That's the stand of Harish Mohammed Ibrahim. Please respond to it.
See, the point is, these days has become very fashionable to keep on, talking about constitution, as if everybody has followed constitution in spirit. Point is whether spirit or just in the name, because it is same Tamil Nadu where Coimbatore bomb blast took place when Advani ji nearly lost his life. There is a car accident, a bomb blast, which was wished away by the same DMK, saying it was an accidental, small gas cylinder blast. Then we have people coming up defending them. On what ground? Can anybody claim that the Islamists believe in democracy? When the so-called secular parties come and speak about Sharia as very important part of life, it should not be overrun by, for example, Waqf board. What are they trying to say? They are trying to use the same constitution to subdue the constitution, and that is what I fear. I fear more the enemies within than the enemies outside. India can beat or defeat enemies outside. Problem is inside saboteurs, inside people. We remember the Coimbatore ringleader of the blast was given bail by recommendation of all the political parties except BJP, and he got a bail. Then they made a resolution asking him to be released because he's old or whatever. So when your heart is with the terrorists with different names, by trying to be very humanist, you give them the right kind of support which they need. You create the right atmosphere for them to show them humane. They are not humane. They are going to exploit democracy to kill democracy in India, because you tell me any state, any Islamic state around the world which has got democracy, except Indonesia, which can be called a little free, except there, where do you have a democracy where there is the life or equal right given to kafirs, to people who don't believe in Islam? So to use the same theme to demand equality, demand privileges as something very superior to other people, like again, I will repeat, that is the latest example, and then try to be superior to others. So you are trying to impose the Sharia indirectly, imposing it on people because they are liberal. That is where jihadists use, that is Islamists use, and secular parties who support these statements, support these proposals, are the one who are inciting and instigating and supporting these kind of extreme elements. Unless they behave themselves, they try to control themselves and be really true to Constitution as something which is equally distant from every religion or equally considered every religion. This privileged view of minorities and privileged view of trying to defend those people with best possible legal aid, with best possible support from the governments and those states, we will face these problems. Luckily, this government is very, very proactive, and state police has done but what is done by police is done by the politicians. So my request, humble request to politicians is to keep away from this kind of indirect support, covert support to terrorists and Islamists.
All right. I'm going to request you all to stay on with